Stephen Shields Radio Show.
Alright, what's going on, everyone? Today's episode, we're on the Stephen Shields Radio Show, and we're on somewhere on a different platform. We are on X Spaces today, and I thought I would give this a go. As you know, I don't know what's been happening with Wisdom lately. I don't know what's happened to my top mentor badge, or if social audio is still going to exist today, is what I'm concerned about. So, as you know, technology is technology. Just trying to get everything set up, if you can hear that properly. Yeah, so this is the first time I've been here on X Spaces. And, yeah, it's got like a little cool soundboard as well. So I'm just trying to set my iPhone up. As you can hear, just moving some stuff around. But I've been hearing a lot about disturbing allegations against Vince McMahon quite a fair bit. You got to understand with Vince McMahon is I was a huge wrestling fan growing up as a kid, and I definitely, what can I say, am disappointed in how all this is become in this era of wrestling. Because I think that... Oops, shit. Sorry about that, guys. I think that, wrestling has just become like that. The WWE's current product is shit. I will keep talking about my thoughts on the WWE and why they continue to a corporation that bullies people and controls people, and to not have freedom of speech, because our freedom of speech is definitely very important. And that's the problem with the current product. Now, I don't know where the hell it's gone, but it's just become crap. Vince McMahon obviously has done a lot of corruptible behaviour. That's basically, caused a lot of that. But, I guess this is sport these days. It's become just like that. As I was watching Ryback's YouTube channel about what life is like as a WWE wrestler, and all the behind the scenes that you don't get to see. All the travel, the hectic travel schedule, that basically you're basically never ever home. And the problem is with a lot of these big CEOs, they get so big and so successful, and basically just mistreating their employees, of course, politics, the PG era of the show as well. And I definitely have found that their current situation, it's clearly a publicly traded company, of course, and they do whatever they can to basically cover up the truth as well. So that's the problems that is happening in the WWE. But I don't know when this is going to end. How long this sort of lawsuit will go on. It'll go on for as long as they can drag it out. Getting talent to sign non-disclosure agreements as well, which is using the fear and silence and control of people to basically pay them hush money in order to keep them quiet so the company doesn't get sued. Where is the logic in this, in wrestling now? This is just a slap in the face to all the wrestlers out there who have died, passed away, had ended up having divorces, because a lot of wrestlers' marriages are not going to last quite a long time because of the hectic travel schedule and how, traveling different time zones. As a kid growing up watching wrestling, watching Eddie Guerrero wrestle Chris Benoit, Batista, Randy Orton in his prime, I am quite disgusted at the WWE's product, and partly why I don't bother watching it. I only watch it if Randy Orton does his thing, or The Rock, or Cody Rhodes, but that's it. The way Triple H has just become just greed. Triple H I don't think he was ever suited to be a leader of that sort of company. I think the problem is with a lot of these corporations, too many of these CEOs, they have too much pride in themselves. And when they get too much pride, they just become arseholes. Just like that. And I'm thinking, how did, a situation like that become... Because at one point the WWE was one of the best wrestling organisations out there. One of the best wrestling organisations in the business. And then where did it go? It went to shit. Because the trouble is, you start getting shareholders from different countries. They investing money, getting their dividends, their return on investment. So they all want to say, clearly it's a PG show, which ruined it. This is what threw me off. This no blood policy bullshit. This hush money, Vince McMahon allegations of sex trafficking, John Laurinaitis. Where does this stuff end? The plane ride from hell? I bet you the WWE did a lot to cover that up. They've done everything they can to silence victims with hush money out there. So, that's what it is. Sorry about that. It's one of those nights where the allergies are playing up. So that's the situation we have now. Clearly politics does ruin sport, and they should be keeping the politics out of sports. And that's how it is. But I was reading, I think it was in Body and Soul, through the Daily Telegraph, about AI. Could AI improve our sex lives? Seriously, I read this article, and I do speak a lot about AI quite a fair bit. I think that it will have a lot to do. It will be helpful at some stages. But the question is it 100% accurate? Is what I would like to know from creators out there. Because I keep saying it time and time and time again that AI, it won't think like a human being ever. We've still got a long way to go for AI to start thinking properly as well. Oh, it's hot. It's been hot. It was a hot day today. It hit probably 40 degrees in Sydney. You know, it's one of those days where you just got to stay cool. And yeah, stay hydrated as well. Basically, yeah, that's what we've got to do, stay hydrated. So that's AI. and how AI has become as well. It's still years and years and years ahead to where it needs to to where it needs to go, basically. I think that the more, if we rely on AI too much, then are we going to be using our brains in the future? Is AI something that we should be taking for granted? Is AI basically going to find the answers? Because I've noticed things like ChatGPT as well. Is only just basic. It only gives things on a basic level. It is never 100% accurate. ChatGPT. Or do they call it GBT or GPT? And that's what I'm, I guess, not happy about AI. It does have a fallback as well, because everything is all about data harvesting, people. It's all it is. It's all another game for data harvesting. And so that's what's going on with AI technology today. I spoke about this before. Apple have a problem with Insight Timer for some reason. Now, why is that? How can such a huge technology company have a problem with Insight Timer? They want to take 30% commission off people's work, or donations, actually. And I look at it and I'm like, they make enough money from game app subscriptions. Christopher Ploman, the CEO, put up a post on his LinkedIn, and then basically, explained how it is. This is what's happening. This is what's happened. And it would be very sad. It would be very sad to see Insight Timer disappear. That's done a lot of good, this app, during the lockdown and the pandemic, because Apple want to get greedy with their woke CEOs who want to start taking more money. Apparently it's 30% cut they take from app. This is app developers, but like from a donation from Insight Timer, and then they were making it hard to update apps. How much control do they want? Again, with cancel culture situation that's happened, it's what can I say? Just become a nightmare out there for everyone. And so this is This is the problems that we have with these tech companies. It's control. It's woke lefty CEOs who just don't care anymore and only want to make decisions to basically make a quick buck out of us and control us in the shopping centre as well with the cost of living crisis. And that did happen as well. It's like Donald Trump was absolutely right about illegal immigrants that were crossing the US border as well, getting to the United States of America and just basically getting free healthcare, free health benefits, whatever. And then you've got to understand, well, why is that? How is this fair? Hard-working Americans, Australians too, with boat people, detainees being released that are, pedophiles, sex offenders, murderers, rapists into the community, putting the community at risk. This is what's going on in Australia. And this is just plain bad. I think that everything's just been stuffed up from day one. It seems to me people want to just, I don't know, it's just become hell everywhere. Now, this is what's going on in the world today. Tax cuts in Australia that are supposed to happen under Albo as well. But I'm just fed up of the corrupt society out there and the corrupt justice system not giving the maximum punishment to cowardly crimes going on. And these issues need to be addressed. But it was like for years, if people spoke up about these problems, they were threatened, or any victims were paid hush money and just quietly disappeared. But that's what's happened. Weather right now, 27 degrees Celsius. It's 10:28 PM. It's another hot night in Sydney. Apparently there's a light drizzle as well. Hopefully we get a bit of rain later in the night. Today, from what the weather was saying, it hit about roughly 39-40 degrees. Friday, tomorrow, cloudy, low of 21 degrees Celsius, top of 32 degrees Celsius. Saturday, cloudy, showers, low of 20 degrees Celsius, top of 28 degrees Celsius. Sunday, cloudy, low of 19 degrees Celsius, top of 29 degrees Celsius. Monday, cloudy, low of 15 degrees Celsius, top of 24 degrees Celsius. Tuesday, sunny, partly cloudy, low of 13 degrees Celsius, top of 24 degrees Celsius. Wednesday, sunny, partly cloudy, low of 13 degrees Celsius, top of 29 degrees Celsius. Thursday, sunny, partly cloudy, a low of 14 degrees Celsius, top of 31 degrees Celsius. Friday, cloudy, low of 17 degrees Celsius, top of 28 degrees Celsius. Saturday, sunny, partly cloudy, a low of 19 degrees Celsius, top of 28 degrees Celsius. Weather now, it feels like 30 because of the humidity, 81% humidity, 29 kilometer visibility. Wind is 6 kilometers an hour, and there's been no rain in the last 24 hours. And the sunrise today was 6:44 a.m. So, from what I can see here, hopefully we get some rain to cool everything down. But yeah, definitely got to mow the lawns as well, because you have to cut the grass. Definitely got to cut the grass as well. This is my first time doing this live audio room on Twitter Spaces. I'm recording the podcast at the same time as well on this hot night. It's just it's been interesting. Like I said, I don't know what has happened to Wisdom. I don't know. They took some of the mentor badges away from the creators, so this is something new for me. Is it X Spaces or Twitter Spaces they call it? Man, I don't know. Yeah, the NRL starts in Las Vegas this week. Should be good, but the players were warned about prostitutes in Las Vegas, because they're known to take advantage of young men as well, so they've been warned about it. And basically the legal drinking age is 21 over in the US, and the fentanyl crisis too, because that's a serious issue that's going on in the United States. So it's good to see that the game is going global overseas. I support that, but what I don't support is when NRL CEO wants to get all political. All sport in general want to get political. It just becomes a bit of a but that's the issue that we have now here. I don't know how the rule changes are going to be, because it seems to me that the NRL changed the rules. We saw last year that the HIA sin binning problems as well. NRL 360 debating about what's a sin bin or a send off. The game has definitely gotten faster as well, but hip drop tackles, I don't know how they ever got in, and they should never have they should never have got into the game. I don't know how they got in there. Either there's players that are doing hip drops on purpose, or there's players that are accidentally doing it, or accidentally on purpose doing it. The NRL's got to crack down on that, because there's nothing more frustrating than you watching the footy and the referee playing with his whistle, sending players to the sin bin, putting players on report for a minor high tackle. For what? I watched the World Club Challenge with Penrith. That was a good game. They ended up losing, but Penrith, I reckon they'll go good again this year. I've spoken about this quite a lot, about free education in Australia, free university degrees, free TAFE courses, free education in general, free everything, free education for everyone. Current situation, myself included, we have what they call HELP, help debt, study debt, which is good debt, from my university degree, and no one can pay it off. The government know they cannot pay it off. And I believe that everyone's study debt should be waived, and all tertiary education should be subsidised by the government, because I believe we're all entitled to a free education, and it's good. It keeps your mind busy, keeps you busy, keeps you productive, especially when you're studying something that you love. And it's true, there's a lot of us bright students out there, and at the moment, people have woken up to the fact that I go into Coles and Woolies, and half the time they're short-staffed. You don't get much help. They're always changing their workers. You see one worker there, then you don't see him the next week. There's a very high turnover rate in these corporations. Again, they do anything they can to cut back their costs, their overhead costs. And with the economic crisis and the pandemic that's happened, which is not our fault, we need to be able to have free education, free healthcare, free, university degree. And it's something that I have gratitude for, is having a university degree and a Bachelor in Music. I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm proud of anyone who's completed an arts degree as well. And basically, finish their course too. But speaking about music, Taylor Swift has been touring like crazy. I'm hearing a lot about Taylor Swift in the news quite a lot. And I'm thinking that it's quite interesting how well she is marketing herself, Taylor Swift. I think now she's done so much. So apparently she bought back the rights to her old music tracks, which was good. So she did that, and she's able to, she didn't buy back her rights to her old music. She was able to negotiate an agreement with the record company and record label about re-recording her old songs, which is, I think it's a great marketing and PR strategy as well. As you know, the music industry can be quite filthy business at times. But that's what's going on. But Joe Biden's presidency, is Joe Biden's presidency over? Is he done? Is what I'd like to ask all my listeners. Should Joe Biden be voted out as soon as possible and replaced as president? Well, clearly what we've seen, he hasn't really done a good job. He has made it very difficult with inflation going on. So that's what's happened. What else? Yeah, inflation has taken over. and it's like the coronavirus vaccine side effects that have, I don't know, some people, it was like they were forced to have a jab for COVID, and it was like getting that jab was pretty much was like taking away our freedom of choice as well. So I don't know how COVID-19 will be going in the future. Whether we hear about it or not, well, that's for the World Health Organization to find out. That's all from me tonight, guys. Trying out X Spaces instead of Wisdom. Hopefully I can get back on Wisdom, but I'll continue to use this. Please subscribe to the Stephen Shields radio show and turn on your notifications. I publish new episodes every Friday at 6 p.m. Sydney, Australia time. Bye for now.